Hey guys, it's Olympus the Loomer here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, as you can probably see by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be making this Loomigurumi Duck, which is designed by me. So today is going to be for this guy's tutorial. I made this yesterday because yesterday was a holiday for me and I did not want to do any of my schoolwork, so I took a break from doing my schoolworks and did a little bit of looming, and I came up with this guy. So I think it's so adorable. I really love it. One of my cutest and most favorite designs, and I posted this on Instagram yesterday and also on my community post, our community post here on YouTube. And some people wanted a tutorial, so here it is. So yeah, this is what we're going to be making today. So as you can see, it's tiny. So tiny. So this is not going to cost us a lot of rubber bands and a lot of time as well. And yeah, so happy with how this turned out. And without further ado, let's get started. So the materials that you guys are gonna need to make this Loomigurumi Duck is your hook. So as usual, I'm gonna be using my rainbow loom hook. We're also gonna be needing a C-clip or stitch marker to mark our rows so that we don't get lost as we are making this cute guy. And we're also gonna need, as you can see, some safety eyes. So I have here 2 safety eyes. These are the 6mm safety eyes. You can also use tiny beads or even rubber bands to make for your eyes. And you're also gonna need a stuffing. So I have my stuffing in here. Let's put it here. So we're gonna need a stuffing and the rubber bands as well. So today I'm gonna be using quite a lot of rubber bands. So for the head, I'm gonna be using this dark green from the pink camo pack. For the beak and the legs, I'm gonna be using yellow. For the body and the wings, I'm gonna be using this cocoa bands. For the neck part, I'm gonna be using some white. So I'm gonna be making like a classic cow. I'm not really sure, but I thought of doing it. So yeah, these are all the materials that we guys are gonna be needing to make this super cute and adorable Loomigurumi Duck. And band count will be in description box below. And finally, let's get started with the making of our Loomigurumi Duck. I hope you will like this video and enjoy, and let's officially begin. So the first thing that we are going to make, we're gonna be doing the beak, and I'm only gonna be showing you guys how to do this once. So okay, the beak and the arms or the wings are only the same pattern. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make one, so you're gonna have to pause the video to make yourselves 2 more. So I have here 2 already made, and I put this on a helping hook. So these are going to be my wings. So today I'm gonna be using my beak color to show you guys how to do them. So again, the beak and the wings are just the same pattern, so you're gonna have to pause the video after we make 1 and make 2 on your own. So for the beak, again, I'm gonna be using yellow. So I have my yellow bands on top. I'm not gonna be putting them in frame because it might be a little bit distracting. So the pattern is really easy. If you have made my Among Us, the mini Among Us, this is how you do it. What's it called? The eye thingy of the Among Us, I forgot. But anyway, let's start. Enough of the talking. So first, you're just gonna chain 1. So just grab your hook and grab your beak color or your wing color if you're doing your wings first, and slide it onto your hook, and then twist it going to the left, and put this twisted side on your hook. So now you have a cap band. What you're going to do next is grab a band, a single band, and slide the cap band onto that band. and reclaim this other end on your hook. What you're going to do next is grab another band, and we are gonna stitch 3 in this loop, in this chain. So just grab this band, reclaim the other end on your hook, like so. So now it looks like you have 2 chains. But what you're going to do with this band on your hook is you're going to push this right loop over the one on the left. And I'm sorry guys if it's windy, it's really windy here. If it's affecting the sound, I'm really sorry about that. But again, you're gonna be pushing this right loop over the one on the left, like this, like so. And since we are gonna make 3 stitches here, we're gonna want to go back to the chain and do 2 more stitches. So 1 band, slide through the chain only, reclaim the other end, and now you're gonna have 3 stitches. What you want to do is push these 2 right ones over the one on the left. Let's do that one more time. Go to the chain, grab a 1 band, slide through the chain only, reclaim the other end, and stitch. So now that's 3 on that 1 chain. For the cap band, we want to stitch 5. So let's stitch 5. So 1 band, slide through the cap band only, and stitch. And do that 4 more times for a total of 5 stitches. So that's the 2nd stitch. We have our 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And now we are gonna go back to our chain here, and we're just gonna put our hook there and stitch 2. So 1 and 2. After this, what we are going to do is we're gonna go to this first stitch I mean, and we are going to grab a band and pull through everything. You may choose to slip knot this, but since I have a helping hook with me, I'm just going to slide this loop in my helping hook. Ta-da! And that's how you make the wings and the beak or the nose. So pause the video and come back to me when you are done. Now I'm gonna be proceeding to showing you guys how to make the legs, which is pretty easy. It's only a magic ring of 3 stitches, so I have 1 leg already made here. And I'm gonna be showing you guys one today. And if you're wondering what bands I used for this, these are all jelly bands, and I think it looks so cute with jelly bands. But we'll see after we are done with this opaque band duck. So let's make our legs. Only a magic ring of 3, so grab 1 band, twist it 2 times on your hook, like so, creating 3 loops. After that, you're just gonna grab 1 band, pull through everything, reclaim the other end, and stitch, like so. Go back to this cap band, grab another band, pull through the cap band only, reclaim the other end, and stitch. Then let's do that one more time. Go back to your cap band, grab 1 stitch, reclaim the other end, and stitch. Now what you're gonna do, so we are done with the legs. This part is for putting a single band through everything for the attaching. So what you're going to do is, as you can see it on the first stitch, we have this thing that's going horizontally. We want to put our hook to that, like so. And once it is already on our hook, we want to go to our cap band, like so, and grab 1 rubber band and pull through everything on our hook. And when we attach this, we are just going to slip knot it onto the body part, leg part of the body. So that's how you make the legs. So you can pause the video and make yourself another one quickly. And now we are gonna officially start with the body. So we are gonna start with the head first. The head and the body are connected, so yeah. But we're gonna start off with the head and go down to the body and close and attach all the parts. So that's how this thing's gonna go. So grab your, if you're using one color, then grab your bands, but if you're like me using a couple of colors, then yeah, just ignore me if you're using one band, if that might confuse you. So yeah, I just want to put that out. So again, for the head, I'll be using this dark green from the pink camo pack. So I'm gonna be grabbing those. But again, don't be confused when I change colors, especially when you're only using one color. So how to start? How to start? We are gonna start by doing a magic ring of 4 stitches. So grab your band and twist it 2 times on your hook, creating 3 loops. And this is the start of the head down to the body is just like the same from how we made the legs. Instead, we are gonna do 4. So I'm gonna go a bit quicker this time to save some filming time. So that's 1 stitch. Sorry for the background noises. I hate it. Like when I'm not looming, I'm just on my phone and scrolling through social media and doing some homeworks. It's not noisy. But when I film, it gets noisy. Like, why? But yeah. Anyway, I hope you're still doing your magic ring. I'm on through my 3rd stitch on my magic ring. So I'm just going to do my last one. And if you're not like familiar with what I'm talking, I did a basic Loomigurumi tutorial, like the Loomigurumi basics, so you might want to check that out if you know, before you start doing this. So once you have 4 stitches on your magic ring, so let's just count 1, 2, 3, and this loop is number 4. You're just gonna grab your C-clip or stitch marker and put it to the band with the band on your hook. Like so. Next row is going to be an increase around. If you do not know what an increase is, it is stitching 2 stitches in each stitch instead of 1. So go to your first stitch and just do your normal stitch first, like so, and go back to that same stitch for your increase. And next stitch for your increase. And after this row, we are gonna end with 8 stitches. So just do your increases around. If I'm going way too fast for you guys, you can always have the video resumed or slowed down. But yeah, again, I apologize for background noises. I think it's gonna rain. The winds are so strong. So once you're done with your increases, you're just gonna take your C-clip off or stitch marker and put it to the new band that is on your hook. Wait, you guys, this C-clip is weird. I'm gonna pick another one. Look at that gap. It's giving me a hard time putting in, taking it off. This one's a better one. So yeah, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. But yeah, Once you are done with your rows, just grab your C-clip, take it off from the last row, and put it to the new band that's on your hook. Our next row is yet again an increase. So let's increase. And after this row, we are gonna end with 16 stitches. So yeah, pretty easy. But yeah, I'm planning on designing more things. I have some ideas already just waiting to be loomed, and I'm so excited to share that to you guys. I am like trying to balance things out from school, my hobbies like looming, YouTube, and family as well, family time, and most importantly, me time. So yeah, I'm in second semester already in senior high school, grade 11, and things are going pretty crazy, but you know, we are fighters. So I'm fighting till I survive, I succeed. So once you're done with your increases around, just take your C-clip off and put it to the business on your hook. Well, Olympus the Rapper. Anyway, let's count if we have 16 stitches just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 stitches all in all. So what we are gonna do in the next 3 rows is a single row around. So 3 rows of single around. So 1, 1, 1, 1 in everything. I'm gonna do the first row with you guys. So you're gonna have to pause the video and come back to me when you're done with the 2 rows, and we'll resume from there. Now let's do the first row together. I hope that this duck turns out great. I'm not really sure about this dark green because it's more like a paler green. So yeah, I hope this goes well. I just have an amount of this color, so that's why I decided to use this for this guy. I also have dark green, but like I have more of this than the dark green, and they're actually different colors. This one's a paler green, like paler dark green. So I'm not sure how this is gonna look in the end, but I really hope that this looks good at least. That's my only concern. But yeah, motorcycle, you're so loud. Anyway, I'm on to my last stitch. And how I know is because it has the C-clip on. So yeah, once you are done with your stitches around, take your C-clip off and put it in your band on your hook. So we did 1 row together, now we have to do 2 more. And after we are done, we are gonna see each other again. So let's do our 2 rows and come back when we're done. Hey guys, I'm back and I did my additional 2 rows off camera. And I hope when you see this, you are too. So this is how our piece should be looking like so far. Now let's continue. Our next row is going to be single, single, and a decrease. If you do not know what a decrease is, it is stitching 2 stitches together to form 1 stitch. So let's start with our 2 single first. Oh, stitch and stitch. Oh, stitch and stitch. And to do the decrease, this is how I do it. I grab the front loop of the first stitch that we're going to be doing a decrease on, and the back loop of the second stitch that we're going to be doing a decrease on, and I just grab a band and stitch them together like so. Now let's go back to doing our 2 single stitches, 1 and 2, and decrease. Front loop of the first stitch, back loop of the second stitch, and stitch together. And single, single, and decrease, single, single, then do a decrease. And after this row, we are gonna end up with, say, 12 stitches. So single, single, and we are gonna end up with a decrease. So we should have 12 stitches. So let's count. We have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Our next row is going to be single. This row is, we're gonna have a decrease on this row. So yeah. So I'm gonna use white for this because this is the neck part already. I have my white band on top of here. So the pattern is decrease, 5 stitches of single, another decrease, and 3 stitches of single, and we are gonna end up with 10 stitches. So let's start with our decrease. Again, if you are doing all one color for the body, from the head down to the body, you're not gonna do what I'm doing now. But if you are changing colors, this is how I would do it. So just grab a band and pull through everything and stitch. But again, if you're doing one stitch, if you're doing the same color, you do not have to pull it through everything. You're just gonna pull it through the 2 loops from when we are doing a decrease like this. You're just gonna do this if you are using only one color for the head down to the body. But if you're like me, changing color, I want to include the previous stitch to be stitched so that it gives a cleaner finish to it. So yeah, we're gonna do 5 single stitches. We're not gonna do the pulling through everything. From now on, we're just gonna stitch like normal. You know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and decrease. So front loop of the first stitch, back loop of the second stitch, and decrease, and just end up with 3 single stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. Like so. So this is how your piece should be looking like so far. So now, let's add our facial features, like the eyes and the nose, before we stuff this guy. So just take your C-clip off and clip the other side to the first stitch here. Like so. So what I do is I went to the 5th row and I attached my eyes. So this is how you count the rows. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is, in this area, we are gonna put our eyes. Put it to the edges. Like so. And if you're happy with how your eye's looking, then you can stop. Again, we're gonna be putting it on our 5th row. So to count the 5th to count the rows, I mean, it's our, you can see these horizontal lines going down. That's these represent a row. So this is first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. And you want to add your eyes on your fifth row. Now let's grab our nose or beak and position it to where we want it to be and slip knot it. So this is where I slip knot it. So you have your eye here, then a stitch below the eye like that, and I just slip knot it, and I tuck the slip knot inside. And then for the other one, just the same thing. You have your eye here and a stitch below, and you're just gonna slip knot it. And tuck the slip knot inside. You can fix it however you like. And after you are satisfied with how it's looking, you can just stuff it. So grab a tiny bit of stuffing. You do not want a lot, but keep in mind that we have to put a shape to our head. So just push, 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 push. You can use your helping hook to push your stuffing. And put it into the areas so that it gives it some shape again. So let's just unclip our C-clip right now and put it to our hook here. And keep stuffing. You don't need a lot. I hope I'm being understood so far and not being confusing. I hope everyone's able to follow along so far. And once you're satisfied with how your head's looking, especially with the shape, we can then now proceed to our next row. So our next row is going to be 2 rows of single around 10 stitches. So I think I'm gonna do 1 row of white and the other row is going to be in brown. So 1 stitch in everything. And we are gonna be ending up with 10 stitches. And if stuffing are poking out, you can just take them out. So take your C-clip off, put it to the bend in your hook, and do this 1 row off camera to save some filming time. I'm back, you guys, and I did my 1 row of brown around, and this is how mine looks like, and I hope yours too. So let's proceed now. Our next row is going to be 4 stitches of single, increase 2 stitches of single, increase 1 stitch, and an increase. So let's do a single. Don't mind me picking this white loop. I'm doing that to provide a cleaner finish here. So if you're using one color only, you can just proceed to your first loop. So again, don't mind this. Don't mind me picking this. But yeah, first we're gonna do 4 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and an increase. Then we are going to do 2 single, so that's 1 and 2, and an increase. Then single, and an increase. After this row, we are gonna have 13 stitches. So let's count if we have 13 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What we are gonna do next is 2 rows of single around. So let's do it. I'm gonna do the first row with you, and I'm gonna be doing the other row off camera. So I picked the one band for marking my row. So I'm putting that back. So yeah, and after the single row that we do, we are gonna end up with 13 stitches still. And we are almost done. This is probably one of my favorite tutorials, not because I love the design so much, but because I like how everything's going so far. So yeah, love that. I hope that this tutorial is not so long too, because a lot of people are complaining that my tutorials are way too long. But anyway, so I'm done with my first row of singles. So take your C-clip off, put it to the new bands on our hook, and let's do the second row of single of 13 stitches off camera. So I'm back and I did my 1 row off camera. So now let's continue. So our next row is going to be a single and a decrease. So single, decrease, single, decrease, single, decrease, single, decrease, and we're gonna end up with a single. So we should have a total of 9 stitches after this. So take our C-clip off, put 2 bands on your hook, and let's count if we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So before we decide to decrease everything, let's just stuff our body first. I have some stuffing over here. So we're almost done, my goodness. So I think that's enough of my stuffing. I think I will put way too much. So I'm taking out some of the stuffing. And if the stuffing are poking out, I'm just going to be pushing them using this helping hook that I have. But yeah, I'm just like perfecting my stuffing, the preparations and stuff. Our last row is just going to be a decrease around. I think I made the neck longer. I should have done just one row of white. That's fine. Not gonna change that. I'm now closing. It's okay. So yeah, we're just gonna be decreasing until it's closed. So let's just take our C-clip off. Doesn't really matter anymore. And decrease. For your last decrease, you want to put a band through everything and slip knot. And we are gonna hide the slip knot inside the body. Like so. You can shape. I'm just gonna fix the stuffing that's poking out. And that's it for the body. Now we are going to attach the last pieces, the wings and the legs. Does it look good? I think I made the neck too long. Like the white. I think I should have did only one row. Not sure. I don't know what I feel about this guy. Anyway, let's continue. So, how we attach the wings is the same as to how we attached our nose. Let's attach one wing first. Pinch this. I'm gonna move my camera slightly up so that I don't get out of frame. So pinch this side so that it doesn't unravel, and you're gonna find this. I'm gonna go to the side and pick a stitch and a slip knot. Like so. And hide this tail in. So where are you going to put the slip knot for the top part of the wing? Wait, I'm gonna tell you guys in a bit. Let me count first. You're gonna attach them in the 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 5th row, starting from the bottom. And once you've attached this side, just gonna like pinch it going to the front and slip knot it to wherever the tip of your wing is heading to. So that's basically how you attach the wings. And as usual, tuck the slip knot in. Like so. And don't forget to tuck your stuffing if they're poking out. Like so. And now let's do the other wing. Do the back first. Pick a stitch. And slip knot. And push it forward like so, and slip knot. And tuck the tail of the slip knots in. Go back inside, you stopping. Go back inside. You cannot come out. Go inside. Sorry, I'm talking to myself right now. Weird. Anyway. Wait, what's that? Is that from the brown bands? But yeah, I'm just gonna fix my pace here. And take this time to fix yours too. Once you're happy with how it's looking, then let's attach our leg. So let's attach our legs. Not so sure about how I feel about this one, but I don't know. I will love this. Yeah. Let's attach our leg and we're gonna be done. This is a quick one. Not sure if this is so long, but I honestly think this is a quick tutorial. So what you're gonna do is you wanna go here. To the low part of your body. And you're just gonna slip knot. Like so. And to attach the other side, you want to go to a stitch next and attach by putting your band to a stitch in the body and a stitch from your leg. And slip knotting it. I actually used the body color for the attaching of this guy, I forgot. But yeah, just tuck your slip knots in. Once you are done slip knotting them, of course. And do the same thing to the other side. Slip knotting them however you feel. And tuck your slip knots once you're done. So that's how you make this duck. That is it for today's video, you guys. That is how you make my Loomigurumi duck. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video, this tutorial, and I hope you were able to follow along with me and understand every single thing that I said. If you made one, don't forget to share it on social media, or let's just say Instagram. My Instagram is at Olympus_the_loomer, so I'm gonna be linking it below in the description box. And use the hashtag OlympusTheLoomer. And yeah, that's it for today's video, you guys. And like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! I love y'all!